I got to know more about this. So, what is a short, fat pogue? What does that even mean?
Short, fat pogue. Well, he's short and he's fat. And a pogue is in the military. It's a person other than a grunt, and
okay, gotcha.
It really offends certain people, but generally speaking, only people who
we're ready to get a lot done.
Yes, we
nice.
are.
Oh, there's a new intro.
No, it wasn't a new intro. It's a recycled intro.
Oh, I thought we were doing new intros. Okay.
No, I didn't have time.
Yeah.
I went shopping for my background.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
It's very
little trip to Spencer's.
That's how what that is. I must say it looks very much like Spencer's.
Yep. Nice. I even got a roll of Joe Biden toilet paper hanging from my elf.
Nice.
Yes.
Get it. So you what? Does it have his face on it?
Yes.
So you want to have sex with him?
No, I want him to eat my ass. That's kind of
Isn't that what sex is nowadays?
Kind of, isn't it? It's like a prerequisite, isn't it?
So basically,
you got to check that box. Like, yeah.
Who's Brand? Oh my Christ!
Who's that? Oh Jesus! You made up a fake name?
I guess you're banned again.
No one will know me by Brandon Taste. That doesn't even make sense. Case? How do you say that?
Psychor looks Russian to me.
Looks Russian discipline.
Dude, he's a sleeper agent.
I think he's still banned. He was banned 2 weeks ago. He must have got a 30-day ban. We need our weekly update of why Walton is banned from Facebook.
Called somebody a fat old pogue.
Yes, score sicker.
If you were to say it. Anyway, what's up, dude? How's your week?
Dude, I was trying to. I'm all confused by this name.
How was your week?
We had a week off, dude. It was crazy. I had fun. We went north, hung on the lake for the weekend last weekend with my family from Vegas and my uncle and aunt up there. It was pretty cool. Good time.
Nice. Your internet is terrible. Did you downgrade since you got back?
My internet. What am I freezing?
Yeah, you're kind of digital.
Oh yeah, I'm on a different computer tonight than I usually am. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
But how about you, man? How's selling the house going and getting the hell out of Colorado, getting back to Michigan?
It's coming together, man. It's stressful. Don't get me wrong, it's stressful, but it's coming together. You know, we're moving back to Michigan. We got the Army coming in to pack us up the 29th and 30th. So we'll be like in a home with nothing. We'll just be in this big ass house. We're like going to save a TV and like a computer and, you know, like a pot, you know, shit like that, and go buy an air mattress. So
that happened with me and Katie. We were going to move to Grand Rapids. We were all set to move, and then COVID hit. So we had like a half-packed house for months. It was terrible.
Yeah, I am, Brandon.
The Dirty D. Brandon, thanks for the comment, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon, I am coming back. Yeah, we are coming back. We're gonna take Michigan by storm, like a pandemic, if you will.
But I think it does mean we're gonna do this show live and in person. That'll be fun.
We'll be. We have to move back towards Brandon's house so that we can so that we can be closer. Yeah, so we're gonna do an Airbnb while we look for houses and stuff. We found just a cool little rental. We found a couple of places that because we know we got the dogs, and so yeah, we're happy. I mean, Kate's already killing it. She's got like job interviews and shit like that. Like she's like she's like a first round draft pick, like that went free agent. You know, she's like as soon as she gets out, everyone's like, you should come work, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, this chick is unstoppable. She really is.
Have you ever done an Airbnb before? I've never done one, and we got one coming up here in a few weeks. I don't know what to expect.
So I don't like the idea.
No.
Let me just put it out there. Like right off the bat, I didn't. Let me clarify. I didn't like the idea of an Airbnb. We have stayed when we did our road trip around the country and stuff. Kate was like, "Hey, we can get you this, blah blah," blah. And it's weird staying in someone else's house. That's what it feels like because you know it's all their shit. You're sleeping in their bed, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's really weird, man.
Yeah,
I know hotels. You kind of suspend your disbelief that no one's ever porked in that bed while you're laying in there. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's part of the crime. Like you go to a hotel and just assume you just don't want it to be crunchy. Like that's the idea. Just try not.
Same thing with a rental car, right? I mean,
yeah, you assume being a dude, you just have to assume that there has been a dude in everywhere.
yeah.
Anything, unless you've bought it from the factory. I assume that the furniture I bought from the factory, somebody's porked on it. I just assume. You just have to. So
Go ahead and break it in. Oh, this one's going to kettle.
yeah,
Let's break this one in real quick.
Yeah, right. It's like that's a weird stain for being a new chair.
Why is it crunchy?
As I saw this thing, that's why Grandma used to have plastic over all her furniture because she used to get down. Grandma fucks. That's all there is to it. Anyway. But yeah, so so she booked a couple Airbnbs and stuff, and it was it really wasn't bad. It was really nice, and a lot of the times the Airbnbs are like houses that people are flipping, and they're just trying to make some extra bucks before like they put it on the market or shit like that. So it's cool. This place, there's a couple places that she's looked up. One in particular, it's got a backyard fenced in. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's like really nice. Royal Oak. This beautiful area.
That's a nice area.
Yeah.
We're going to Georgia again. There's a cabin we're renting with Ryan in April. That's in the mountains between Georgia and Tennessee.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I'd never stayed in an Airbnb. I'm like, oh man, what kind of jizz is going to be on my damn pillow?
All of it.
All of it.
Just assume it's not. You should talk to them good old boys that were at the wedding, and they'll get you guys put together over out there like near coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They know everything out there, man. Like the best.
Cool.
Matt and Mikey. But anyway, yeah, exactly. So just like anything, you just have to find the good ones. It is what it is. So yeah, what are you guys just going down there to camp, or are you going down there is there a special occasion, or what's going on?
No, we're just going to hang out before the winter starts. It's harder to travel.
Yeah, that's true too.
Dude, we've been so busy. We travel every fucking weekend, every other weekend right now since before Vegas. We've gone every other weekend. We've gone somewhere. So it's fun. It's getting exhausting though.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to be home.
Yep. We're doing an obstacle course thing next week, and then we have a week off.
No, really, Mike? Come on, dude.
I'm not. No. I'm gonna drink. No. See, this is gonna be me. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna be like, while people run and fall down. That's what's gonna happen. I'm definitely not obstacle coursing.
You've broken your shit just like standing.
Yeah.
Like, like you don't need to be doing obstacle courses.
No, I will not. I fucking will not. But I will laugh hysterically at people falling down. That's something I do very well.
You're like fucking Mr. Glass. You just bust apart.
Dude, I've hurt myself imitating somebody else hurting themselves.
Son of a bitch, instant karma.
I was imitating someone getting punched in the face, and I punched a chandelier and I get stitches in my hand. I was like, oh, it was a big crack, and punched a chandelier in the glass. It was a terrible experience.
Jesus.
So I just try not to move very much anymore. I roll a lot. If I can just roll around, it makes me a lot happier.
True. It's true. Well, you better move around and roll around a lot while you can, because with this Delta variant swinging around, you might not get a chance to travel at all.
Man, they're talking about locking down again. There's a couple states that are talking mask mandates. They're even talking about it federally again. It's just like, dude, are we ever going to get past this shit?
It's no bullshit. People, we knew it was going to mutate. That's why everyone was trying to get vaccinated early so that it wouldn't mutate. And
yeah, but it stopped. Everyone fucking stopped. They got to 40-something%, and we're like, we're good.
Well, they're literally begging people to get vaccines now. Like, I will pay you money to get vaccines.
Yeah, Michigan's got a lottery going on.
That's insane to me.
If you get it from December 2020 to July 30th, 2021, you're in this lottery. And there's 6 different drawings for $50K. There's $1 million or $2 million drawing just to get a fucking vaccination.
If you fucking hate, everyone, and you don't give a shit about anyone but yourself, at least do it and go get vaccinated for the money. Fuck.
Yeah, if people don't want to get vaccinated, that's on them. I think that the government needs to do a better job of guiding that process rather than just, bribing them.
What?
I don't know. Make people
much
fucking
more do
feel
you
better.
wanna
I
do?
don't know. I don't know. But listen, people don't want to get it, and that's fine. That's their fucking body. So
Then no, it's not. It's my body. It's your body. It's your
if you're
kids' body.
vaccinated, well, my kids, yeah. But if you're vaccinated, you're fine. It shouldn't matter.
I understand that, but what if the guy who isn't vaccinated because he can't be vaccinated because he's allergic to the vaccine? So now he's going to die because you just didn't feel like it?
So you think it should be mandated then?
Fuck yeah, it should be mandated.
Fuck yeah.
Unless you're allergic to it or it's a health risk. I don't want to kill anyone.
Are you sure?
If you're allergic to the ingredients in a vaccine, by all means, don't get vaccinated. It's like if you're allergic to bullets, don't shoot yourself. Fuck. Got a bad case of lead poisoning.
What the hell?
I
don't know if that's about the vaccine.
It's the vaccine. But check this out. Now, I didn't know this. Did you know this?
No, I didn't know that.
That is interesting.
Since where Sean, put a link in there, man, so I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Send us a link because otherwise it's just he said, she said. But that's really interesting because if they're withholding government subsidies because you're not vaccinated, now is that incentive enough for the government? Like, is that
that's gonna fucking piss people off though because.
He's saying they should.
Yeah.
Well, all that does is that just triggers unemployment or poor people or people who are financially unstable. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Then it's the same argument you're going to get about trying to drug test people on unemployment. You know what I mean? It's not fair. We shouldn't be doing that. Blah 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 blah.
It's always people who are working and working full time and stuff that are like, good. We should drug test people. We should. It's like, yeah, bitch, because you're working. If you're unemployed and you're like one step away from swallowing a barrel of a gun, I mean, maybe that joint is all you need to stay alive that extra day. Like, don't drug test them. Shit.
I mean, I don't think you should drug test anybody for any reason. I just think at this point, let's just let people do their thing.
How do you know if you're allergic unless you get the vaccine? That's a great question, but I would say that there's probably a list of ingredients and that, just like there is on the back of your Cheerios. And if you're allergic to
but I mean, I've known people that have had bad reactions to it, that have had other vaccines. And, it's just one of those things that I can see people being hesitant to get it. I really understand. But I just don't think that you shouldn't have to force people. I think that people should, weigh their best option and do what's best for them. And if you're vaccinated, you're cool, you're covered. But you made a good point about people's kids. My kids aren't vaccinated. They're not going to be. They have castles. Is that what she said?
She's moving to Ireland. No, I hear.
Well, my wife's leaving to Ireland, guys. I didn't know this.
Dope. I'm excited.
I'm saying I don't get a castle.
Don't bring up. I didn't. I wasn't. What I was saying was the idea that it being mandated would be scary. If the government came in and was like, "We're giving you a shot," that's like a police state, right? Like that's scary. So let me walk back that statement where it's like, okay, it should be mandated, but it should be mandatory on your own accord. Like you should be like, listen, I'm trying to help out my neighbor, so I'm going to get vaccinated. Yeah. No, you're right. The government shouldn't come by and hold you down and stick a needle in your arm. That's obviously crazy. That's crazy. So I apologize and I walk that back. That being said, you should also have a moral compass and try to save your elderly or your young or your immunocompromised.
Yeah.
Suddenly everyone is blowing up right now. I must have said the wrong thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can move past the vaccine thing because it's one of those things you're never going to get a good consensus on. Everyone's going to have their opinion on it, and everyone feels strongly about it. But what do you think about, this big push to get vaccine information on and off Facebook? Like the Biden administration said that Facebook is killing people by allowing misinformation on their platform about vaccines.
Okay. It's just like, okay, you should, again, you should be held to a higher standard because you're the president. I said that when Trump was president, said it when Obama was president, and so on and so forth. They should be the best of us, the pinnacle of our society is our representative, right? You wouldn't send your shitbag asshole to represent your job. You know, you should send the best, right? So he needs to watch what he says. Unfortunately, Sleepy Joe does not. He just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. And a lot of the stuff is nonsensical, but I think I watched the next interview, like the next day, I think it was, and they asked him, hey, what the fuck did you mean that Facebook was straight ass killing people? Like, you know, like what? And he's like, okay, let me clarify. What I meant was that the misinformation that people are spreading is killing people figuratively, not literally. He said that there was that they did a study, and it was like 60% of all misinformation are coming from 12 individuals. Like these 12 people, like the whole Russia interfering with stuff and, you know, things like that. Is that they've tracked it all down to these people are misinformation spreaders, and it's ruining lives or, you know, killing people. So, you know, he didn't say that Zuckerberg is straight out physically zucking people. like, he didn't show up at your house and like, you're banned from life. Oh, you know, it was just
every person who posts something bad about a vaccine, he shows up and fucking punches.
He just
them.
knocks on your door and just kills you. Just straight ass kills you.
Oh, that's funny.
No, but I get what he's saying. The misinformation, especially on social media platforms, the question is, whose responsibility is it?
Nobody's.
Yeah.
It's nobody's, and I think that needs to be like that with, you know, Facebook and Twitter and everything else. Unless you want to make it like a publisher and not a platform, then I think it just needs to be open. You know what I mean? And let people sort it out for themselves. I know a lot of people are going to get all their information from Facebook and be fucking batshit crazy, but let them. I mean, at this point, you have to let them do what they do. You can't censor and pick and choose what goes on the platform, because then it's not like a town hall anymore or a town square. It's just you're choosing what people are seeing. So it's more like a website where you're going to the news site or something. You know what I mean?
But it is though. But it's a privately owned company. It's not. It's never been come here for your freedom of speech. You know, it is no different than MySpace was. You know, it is just. It's a company. They're trying to make money.
Well, the problem is they can't, because they get protections from, they're not liable for what's said on their platform. And when you start curating it and deciding what can be said and what can't be said, then you kind of open up the door to being liable to what's on there. So, I mean, I get it. The private company, they're in control of their company, but if they want to have the same protections under the law, then they can't do that.
No, that's what I think, that they're trying to work hand in hand with the government to, you know, stop terrorist threats or seek out things like that. People are like, oh, I'm going to do bad things to this person. It's like, okay, well, you know, we're going to have to investigate that because he's a public or she's a public figure.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, there's no freedom of speech. You're not protected constitutionally on Facebook.
No,
you know, just because you're saying it doesn't mean that it's your words. In fact, it's not. Just like this. This is an hour video. It now belongs to StreamYard. I mean,
yeah, kind of.
If they're like, hey, you're done, we can't be like, no, freedom of speech. And they're like, nah.
Yeah, eat shit.
Yeah, no, freedom of nothing. You belong to us. You know, that it's just the way it is. Unfortunately, it is the way it is. So if you want to go out in the street, call everyone a motherfucker, then that's totally your prerogative. You know, that's freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Until
I agree.
I capture it with like jellyfish nets, you know, they're out there trying to catch your words. Like, I don't know. So, yeah, like they banned Trump from like
everything,
social media. Yeah, basically everything. He couldn't even like, what was it? He wasn't even allowed to get like DoorDash or some shit like that. They banned his ass from everything. It's stupid, but they're allowed to.
It's so stupid that way, because he's banned for 2 more years. So he's banned until after the next election. So like they're afraid he's gonna fucking do something, and they don't want him on the platform. They don't want him, you know, to get anything out, which I think is kind of shitty too. I mean, I don't agree with Trump, but I don't think you should just outright ban somebody for like that. And there's other people they ban like that too. They banned people for saying COVID was a lab leak, and now it's like looking like it is.
But at the time, you know, you got to control what you control. I think if you're a company, if you're running a company and you got somebody who's spreading misinformation and it's starting to cause a panic.
I'm sorry.
I'm reading that.
Just sitting there moo-moos in the kitchen.
Dude, you gotta do this here. Wait, do this. Go. Shh. Do that. Mike, do this real quick. Go. Shh. Just turn. No, turn your whole body. There you go. Stop.
Oh, the light. Yeah.
That shit is right into your fucking webcam, man. It's like, ow.
I hope so. I hope
now you have an aura. Your aura is rainbow colored.
Quag sitting in their moo-moos making shit up. I like that, Katie.
First off, how did you First off, it's Brandon Steiger.
Shocker. Yeah.
Shocker. Baby Shocker. But man, I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh no, so you gotta kind of protect government interests, or not government. You gotta protect people's interests.
All right, it's getting a little carried away.
As a moo-moo. Well, you just said Walton. You didn't tell us which Walton it was.
Yeah.
And you both get banned all the time. So, I mean, who the fuck knows? You're both a bunch of domestic terrorists.
Well, Jeremy's fake name is Triscore Brandon. So,
yeah. I thought it was going to be Brandon and Brendan Triscore. She said, Jeremy, haha, like he just pwned her. Like,
you said the wrong twin.
Stupid. I guarantee you, bro, she does not give a fuck. I promise you. I promise you this.
Oh my God. So what are we talking about?
I think, so let me ask you this. Do you think if there was, say that there was a group on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and they were organizing an insurrection, let's go extreme. They were organizing a raid on the White House to remove the president from office. Do you think that Facebook has the right to ban that group?
Well, yeah, they have the right to do whatever the fuck they want.
Well, do you think they should? Okay, do you think they should? Yes, obviously they have the right.
Yeah, it just comes down to whether or not they should be liable for what gets said on their platform. So, they should be liable for it, and they should kick them the fuck off.
But then we do. What's the word I'm looking for? We don't have an issue with Trump being kicked off then, even though he was spreading misinformation and stuff.
I mean, right now I do, because you can't. The way the law is right now, they shouldn't be deplatforming people and kicking people off and taking shit down, because it's supposed to be like a public square. If you want to change it and make yourself like a publisher, then fine.
So you're just mad that their mission statement doesn't align with what they're doing.
That's not their mission statement. They're protected under the law right now because they're like a public square. Like, you're just standing out in the square saying whatever you want. And
that's like what 8chan or 4chan would be. That's more that.
Yeah, that's
Facebook,
what that is.
Facebook is a company. Like
Facebook's covered under the same protection as 8chan or 4chan. Is what I'm saying. So they have the same protection against.
So you're saying the government should remove their protections?
Yeah, and then they should take control of their platform, 100%.
But then if they did remove their protections, and then the insurrectionist group were to post something and Facebook didn't catch it, then Facebook is liable for some guy saying that he's going to go after the president.
Yep.
Oh, then why would you even? I mean, that's impossible. There's hundreds of millions of users on Facebook, both alive and dead.
Yeah, that's the problem with applying an old law to what we have today. I mean, it just the law doesn't keep up with the times.
So what's the answer?
I don't know. Make a new law. Someone's got to figure it out. But I mean, honestly, my honest opinion on it is Facebook should be free to do whatever the fuck they want whenever they want it, because they're a private company. But I don't like the idea of banning, especially banning a sitting president, even though he's a piece of shit. It's hard to say you should ban this guy for 2 years or whatever. But like you said, it's their own company; they can make their own decision.
Okay, so here's something interesting. While I don't agree necessarily, but let's say this is a hypothetical. Okay, this is a hypothetical. there is a dangerous rhetoric. Let's not say Trump. There's dangerous rhetoric of a highly public and circulated platform. They're stopping what could be the beginnings of another terrorist regime. So without using Trump or Hitler or anything like that, I would say that they have the right to remove that, whether they're calling themselves a town square or not. They have a right to protect their citizens, just like saying that people who are saying COVID isn't real, that's misinformation and should be labeled as such.
Those people are in moo-moos. They're very strange people who say COVID isn't real.
Okay.
No, yeah, but I get what you're saying. I mean, I think a private company should be able to do whatever they want. You can't say that you're like a public square when you're not. That's all. Whatever Facebook is, let them be what they want to be. But they shouldn't have the same protections as, like, say, being out in the street saying what you want. Because you can't say it's about free speech and then, not about free speech at the same time.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing that way. But I don't know. I don't know how to fix it either. I mean, I think the only way to fix it is to make, Facebook or Twitter or anyone else, responsible for what's on their platform. And then, you're not going to see insurrection people. You're not going to see fucking the next Hitler because they can just eliminate them immediately without anyone. They can't say shit.
Well, let's start. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments there. What do you guys think we should do about Facebook being policed or just completely an open forum to say and do whatever you want? I mean, let us know, because we're going to be buried into this thing for a while. There's no real answer. This is just another. How do you stop racism? This is going to go on forever. But speaking of COVID being fake, how do you think about the WWE SmackDown between Rand Paul and Fauci?
Oh, that was funny, man.
I think they should knife fight.
They should really fight, like Jake Paul kind of fight. You know what I mean? Put them in the ring. They're both kind of feeble.
I honestly don't know who would win. Like, I
bet you Fauci would fucking spray him with a virus, like a little knockout.
I bet Fauci rips his shirt off and he's fucking ripped underneath. Like he's like a 1930s style boxer. He's like, put up your dukes. Put up your dukes.
I mean, I got fucking no dukes.
He's like, Rand Paul's like, I got fucking no dukes.
Oh my God, that's funny.
He's just wily as fuck. He's already got a mouth guard in. He's like, where'd you get a mouth guard?
But if you guys didn't catch that, it was pretty much Paul's like, you're a liar. Fauci goes, no, you're a liar. No, you're a liar. No, you're a liar. And that was our government.
That's our government.
That's pretty much how it went, man. Well, Paul's saying that Fauci lied to Congress and said that we didn't fund the gain-of-function research. And Fauci's dancing around he's doing the Bill Clinton. So he's like, well, if you look at the actual meaning of what that word means, then I didn't technically.
Depends on what your definition of is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my favorite quote of all history, of all time. Bitch, what is your definition of is? I assumed it was all the same.
But yeah, that's a weird one, man, because this guy's like, basically the most powerful doctor, so he controls all this money. So all these people get grants from him. He's in control of who gets it, so they can't speak out against him, whether they want to or not, or whether they should or shouldn't. That's not my call to make. I don't really follow that too much. That's all over my head. I'm not a fucking doctor. I don't know what's going on. Rand Paul's an eye doctor, so I mean, he knows a lot about viruses, I guess.
That's what you need. It's like when you're on a plane and there's an emergency. Is there a doctor on the plane? And Rand Paul stands up. I'm not a doctor.
He's got lenses, like 1 or 2.
He's got an eye
patch. 3 or 4.
He's dying, doctor. 3 or 4.
I'll show you again. Which one is more clear?
Man, I feel like nowadays, man, they put the word doctor in a bucket and just fucking Harlem Globetrotters throw it at everybody.
The fucking worst. Chiropractor's a doctor. Dr. Dave. Fuck you. You're not a doctor. You crack people's backs. Let's be real. No one actually goes to you for long-term care. They want their shit popped so they can move on with their life.
Like a doctorate in sports medicine. Is there a doctor on the plane? I can fix a sprained ankle. It's like, okay.
Hold on.
I have an ace bandage.
We went to
Oh,
one, and they had a big fucking menu board over their desk of all the different things you can do from chiropractors. There was like, stop bedwetting, stop drooling, quit smoking.
what? Like
I'm
if they
like,
just
these
break your
people
neck,
are fucking crazy. Yeah.
they just break your neck. He'll never wet his
Listen,
bed again.
you smoke that cigarette again, I'll fucking kill you.
They got you like all twisted up in like some torture thing. Do you want a cigarette? Yes. And you're like cranking on it, Igor style.
Well, the doctor thing is interesting. Like me and Katie talk about this all the time. Like we'll see videos of people and they're like doctors, but like, what kind of doctor are you? Are you like a PhD in fucking English? You know what I mean? Like, are you a medical doctor? You can't just say I'm a doctor. You're not wearing scrubs. You don't have a coat on. You're a guy in a fucking polo talking about, yeah, Dr. Evil.
That's the only doctor I respect. Dude, speaking of Dr. Evil, sorry to sidestep, but tell me that Bezos doesn't look like Dr. Evil in that fucking dick rocket.
Dude, let's be real. Listen, if there's ever, oh, I lost it. Shit. If there's ever been a rocket that was shaped like a dick, that's it. You couldn't make it shaped more like a dick. Just couldn't. There's no way. Unless it was like, like a skin tone. That'd be
Well, let's be honest. It would be black.
Like it had to be designed that way. It really had, like, I wanted to look like a giant penis.
Here's the one I saw. See if I can share this. Oh, I got so many.
You gotta love the internet though, man. Because as soon as that launch happened, there was the Dr. Evil memes and the Austin Power memes. We do not non-kitty.
Let me see if I can share the screen because I saw this and I lost my shit.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is identical. And I was like, holy shit. And then when you look at Dr. Evil next to Bezos, they're like the same dude. They're like the same fucking dude. They're like both bald, maniacal idiots. Like,
Listen, he starts walking around with a mini me. I'm fucking done.
I'm telling you, if I ever
quit the
see him in an
internet.
interview, he's like, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
He gave a speech, like he thanked all his employees for making it possible. Like, yeah, you paid them shit, treated them like shit, and now you're rich and you can have your own rocket. Awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like thanking the slaves for all the cotton. It's like, bro, like maybe it's in poor taste.
Thank you for building my pyramids.
Right? Yeah, right. Like, dude.
But that's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man. Because I mean, the three richest people in the world all have rockets now, and they all go to space. I guess my future boss is going to space here pretty soon. He's going to space, though. I guess
Yeah.
Elon Musk,
The
Buffett, and whatever is Bezos just went to the barely into space.
well, the FHA or whatever changed the laws, so Bezos isn't technically an astronaut because they like changed it so you have to be like in space.
Yeah. That's why I guess my future boss is doing that.
Why do you
That's
keep
his
saying your
plan.
future boss? Fuck Elon Musk.
He's
I
gonna
will
hire
come
me.
to
No,
my
no.
house. I will fight him right now.
Oh, you do crypto. I don't do crypto, so I still like him. So,
He tanked an entire industry because he felt like it.
Yeah.
like, dude.
well, come on. If you could, would you?
No.
No,
I was
why?
making
Come on.
money. Why would I do that? He fucked himself. He
Out of
fucked
what?
himself.
Nah, he didn't fuck himself. It made no difference to him.
No, you're right. I stand corrected. He didn't fuck himself at all. But
No.
he could have made more money if he wanted to.
Yeah, but he fucked everybody else.
He just fucked everyone else. Yes, that's true. That's absolutely true, Sean. he was like, wee, I'm out. I'm done.
What do you think about it, though, man? What do you think about private companies starting to go out in space and make
Love
it
it.
like a commercial thing? Love it?
I gotta be honest with you, I love it. I love the idea. I think that we have killed this planet.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
it's
there's
just-
really no way to do it better because the government can't do it. Look how expensive NASA is. Like
well, the
$50
government
million
can do it,
per person.
but- okay, calm down, oil. The idea is that we got a $2.8 trillion defense budget, and NASA sends satellites out of our solar system for $80,000.
Okay.
So if we could maybe cut in, maybe not buy a new airplane and give it to NASA, maybe we could colonize Mars.
Well, what I'm saying is the government can't do it efficiently. They're going to spend a lot more money than private's going to do it.
I
You know,
think that
private
they should,
industry is going to try to make it cheaper because it costs them fucking money.
yeah, I agree. How beautiful the earth is. It's beautiful from afar, just like an ugly chick in the bar. I mean, she's really cute until you get up close. Like
Depends on how much whiskey you've had.
That's what I'm saying. And let's be honest, Bezos can have all the whiskey he wants. On the other side of that, his wife donated like 3 times the amount of money he spent on flying into space on food organizations here in the United States to help people who might be what's the word? Concerned where the next meal is going to be. Not food sensitive. What's the word I'm looking for? God, there's a term for it, and I lost it.
Hungry.
Commented it's food something insecure. Food insecure.
Food insecurity. I've never heard that.
They don't know if and when they're going to eat again. So,
but I like the shit out of her, man. Like, she took his money in the divorce and just giving it away to everybody.
Dude, like literally giving it away to everybody. DJ, they got a big grant from her. His college did.
Really?
Grant. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Like, it's awesome. And I guess she married a teacher. Like just some poor dude.
Yeah, he's like, fuck yeah.
He's like, I won the lottery.
Cha-ching. That's just awesome. Well, no, I think it's gonna be cool, man. I think that there's a chance because Musk is talking about putting a base on Mars or on the moon by the end of the decade.
Well, it's not impossible. We have the technology. To terraform, we absolutely have the technology. It's just a matter of the will to do it.
Yeah, we need crazy billionaires. I mean, I know no one likes a billionaire, but sometimes there's something we need crazy billionaires for.
I don't dislike billionaires. Hey, I respect the rich for getting rich. I don't like when they do something stupid like go to space and thank their peon employees for it.
Thank you for making it possible. Like he makes some shit in a bottle. Thank you for making it possible to go to space.
You're welcome, boss. Fucking dick. Like, there's not one Amazon employee that was going, I helped him do that. No.
Extra prideful day of dropping off boxes.
They're all high-fiving each other. We sent our boss into space. Yay!
Delivering packages, a little skip and a hop.
Yeah, as their watch electrocutes them for taking the wrong move. No, so we're gonna be left here on Earth when it ends. Yeah, you're right. But agreed. I think we would be, but maybe we can fix it. People are saying that that COVID was a way to like cull the herd a little. Like we were trying to. This is a lizard people kind of an idea.
Oh, let's do it. I got my tinfoil hat. Let's go.
That we had COVID so that we could thin the population so we could slow the death of the planet. Less people, less carbon, less people, less trash, less people, less, things like that. More food if less people, right?
So this is the misinformation and get kicked off Facebook. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. So this is the thing that's going around. In fact, there were people that there are mainstream media outlets that are saying this right now. I'm not going to say
really
or anything, but Tucker Carlson. But
the Earth, it was the Earth that's fighting back, or is it the government that's fighting back?
It's the government that's killing people. Side note: I don't believe this. StreamYard, please don't kick me off this platform. But
I've heard that too. That's like a Thanos trying to.
I mean, honestly, not saying it's the right thing because I would hate to lose anyone that I love, but we talked about this before. It's like people are living way longer than they should.
Yeah, kind of.
We need to decide either we're going to be immortal or we need to die when we're supposed to die. I think being
immortal would be kind of shitty, to be honest with you. I think it would get boring after a while. Yeah.
I know if I live for eons, there's no way I'd work out.
Well, I'm 36 and I'm a fat piece of shit. I can't imagine I'll be at 90.
But that's not true because you were a fat piece of shit at 32. So
I kind of was. Not as bad. It wasn't until I started breaking shit that I got really bad.
Holy fuck. I looked at my wedding pictures and I look like a fucking big toe with a tuxedo. Notice, hey guys, look back at our old videos, by the way. more views.
You look
with
like
that.
a toe sitting on a shoulder.
But you'll
Kinda
never
looks
you'll
like-
never see me from a profile view. I'm always head on this bitch. I never turn. It's the only way I have a chin. It's the
Oh
only
my
way.
god! It just
Wait, here, I'm gonna let you in. You ready, guys? Ready?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Look at
You
that,
don't at all. You have such a weak chin.
bitch! I got a huge chin.
It doesn't mean it's strong. It's weak.
Oh, fuck you.
There's big weak people. I'm one of them.
It's big. It's true. You break your shit just standing still.
I know exactly.
Oh fuck, that scares me, dude. That scares me. For you guys that have had serious breakages, that shit, man, PTSD. I can't imagine how you don't.
Oh, dude, I got it again the other night watching that fight, watching Connor break his leg. I got all sweaty and like, oh god, I can't
Do you
watch.
think
this
Connor
again.
broke his leg, or do you think Dustin broke his leg for him?
Well, I think Connor broke it by kicking his knee.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
I mean, it's a shitty thing. I don't know if anyone watches this shit, but like they're throwing these low calf kicks, and all you got to do is turn your knee and you break their leg.
yeah, just turn slightly. You don't even really have to do a whole lot.
Yep.
It's just turn a little bit, because there's no bone in your foot that's stronger than a shin bone, a kneecap, or a fucking femur.
It's like that kick it's super effective, and it hurts really fucking bad. It can end fights if you land a couple of them. But the risk of throwing it, man, to get your fucking leg broken like that.
Yeah.
Like there's been two this year.
Man, you watch the crack. You could pinpoint when it happened, and then when he stepped back, and you're like, oh, that's an Anderson Silva.
Well, yeah, there was like 3 different points where he kicked, and you could see it give and see this and that. And then that last kick he threw, I think he hit his elbow, and that's what fucking did him in.
Yeah,
And he threw a punch and stepped back, and his leg. Oh god, it was so gross.
Oh, I was like, oh my god.
I saw some crazy pics though. It was like it showed Anderson Silva on the ground screaming, Chris Weidman on the ground screaming, and Conor McGregor sitting up yelling into the microphone like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you and your wife." It's like,
Yeah.
God, that's an angry fucking Irish
I
dude.
can't wait for this to be healed so I can come back and beat your ass. That's true. You got to give it to Connor for that, man. Like, I'm not a big, like, I like a humble fighter more than like those arrogant, cocky guys. But man, when you can back it up, like it is what it is, you know, I wouldn't fight Connor currently right
He
now.
reminded me of Monty Python when a guy gets his legs and arms cut off. I was like,
It's only a flesh wound. Come back, it's like a notch in kneecaps.
I can't believe he didn't fucking throw that thing. Like, wow, you kind of got a good whip off that foot.
He hops over to him. He's just smacking him with
Wow.
it's like a whip kick.
But he just laid down like, I can't fight anymore. My leg is broken. Sorry, guys.
Hey, speaking of, so we were talking a little bit earlier about like MCU, and so I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit because I wanted to talk to you. Have you watched Loki or Winter Soldier and the Falcon or anything like that? Have you watched?
I watched a little bit of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it kind of pissed me off. It was kind of annoying. Well, because the idea in the end of the movie was to give the Falcon the shield, and he was the new Captain America.
Yeah.
And instead, they gave it to a white guy with no powers. I'm just saying.
You got to watch the whole show.
I know, but right now where I'm at, in like the 6th episode, I keep falling
There's only
asleep.
6 episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I'm on like the 3rd.
Okay.
I'm on where they fought on top of a truck, and the guy, the white guy, is getting his butt kicked.
Yep, you're like the 3rd episode. Yeah, he's a white dude with no powers. Like, wow, and he's like, you got like an underbite.
Yeah, he's a really weird looking guy too.
He looks like a fucking like a pug. He's weird. But yeah, you got to watch it. Just watch it through. Honestly, you know the one thing I truly loved about the Falcon and Winter Soldier? I was talking to DJ about it, and he was like, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. And I was like, okay, cool. I sat down and I watched an episode, then I watched another one, and I watched the entire series in one sitting because it was so captivating. And honestly, one of the greatest things that I loved about it was how they tackled social issues. And I didn't expect that they would. They talked about what it's like to be a black person in America and what the Stars and Stripes mean to them as opposed to means to us. And it really opens your eyes, and it's really worth watching. And the idea that a black Captain America is like, you're going to be an uncle and you're going to be looked at differently. You know?
Oh, you almost said it. You almost
Yeah.
said it. That was close. That was
Yeah.
close. That was almost a
Well-
ban right there.
Not my word. I'm not allowed to say that.
That's a 10-day ban. You're not getting 30. You're not going to be quite a Walton.
You know, the UT. You'll be a UT, and that's just not whatever. But
A UT, urinary tract infection.
you're gonna be a
That's what's
UT. No, but it was really great, and big props to Kevin Feige and the whole staff there. They did a great job tackling that sensitive issue. Like, it really is a sensitive issue, but it's cool. It's definitely worth watching. That's not the point. Not the point I was making. The point is that we were talking about the MCU not being great anymore. Like it used to be. You waited for Endgame and things like that. And what are we waiting for now? And I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Well, Black Widow came out, and I'm not interested, man. And I like Scarlett Johansson. I've always liked her. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Those movies were like the whole thing from a teenager or 20 to 35. You know what I mean? It was like all it was Avengers, the next Avengers movie, the next Marvel movie. And then I think it ended good. I think it ended just fine. I think you just closed the curtain and move on.
So I didn't. They're starting to get into stories that our age group didn't really, unless you were a diehard Marvel fan. You like the Eternals. I didn't really watch. I didn't read anything about the Eternals. I don't really know anything about them. But it's got Angelina Jolie in it. Haven't seen her in anything in decades. So I mean, it's definitely worth watching. And like, the Loki. If you didn't watch Loki, definitely watch it. The whole thing sets up for the Doctor Strange multiverse of madness. Like the whole thing is they're doing such a great job interweaving all these stories that I think that's what makes the MCU.
Well, I think that's my problem with it, though, is every movie's a promo for the next one. Every show is a promo for the next big movie. You know what I mean? It's just
Katie,
you lose a lot.
You will not be upset. It is awesome. Loki.
Listen, Brandon Skycore. I'm never gonna watch another Fantastic Four movie. There's been like 3 of them that were really shitty.
How many times can you get hurt by something you love? until you're done with it. That last Fantastic Four, I couldn't. I didn't watch the whole thing. I turned it off. I watched it. I was watching it at home, and I couldn't finish.
That one with Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, that was really bad.
I just couldn't do it.
Well, they had the one that had Captain America with Captain America.
I like the first one. I like the very, very first one, and then the sequels of that group of Fantastic Four were okay, but the first one was good. I hated the Silver Surfer in it. I thought it was garbage. I love the Silver Surfer, but it was garbage.
Man, listen, we back to this movie thing and how it's changed. Like, we paid $30 the other night to watch a fucking movie totally on demand. We watched Cruella with the kids. It was $30 to rent the movie on the fucking TV.
Oh, why did you do that? You should just bought for $30. You could have bought the Disney Plus or whatever it was.
Well, yeah, I have Disney Plus, and it cost $30 on top of that.
Is it premium or premiere or something? Disney Plus premiere.
I have it. I have it.
But you still have to pay $30 Plus, and then there's like the extra $30, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just for Cruella; it's for all the stuff. Like you can watch any of the whatever. You can watch Black Widow now.
Really?
Yeah, you froze.
I think it was a pay-per-view, like a one-time.
It's like a week. It's like you got to pay monthly, an extra $29.99 to see movies before they hit the theaters or when they're in the theaters.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. But
you can watch Black Widow now, which is something we actually Kate and I sat down because we got like the projector and we got like the screen and stuff. We're gonna do like a big movie night, and then we looked up Black Widow and it was $30. And I said, nah, it's just not.
Yeah, that's how we waited a month to watch Cruella. We're like, man, I can't pay $30 to watch a movie on my couch. Yeah. I didn't know that. I had no idea. So I have a podcast and I fucking learned something today. That's awesome. We learned nothing else.
Brandon's saying it's per new movie. I thought it was
okay.
$30 a month. So I could be wrong.
Still, once you pay your $30, you can watch that movie as many times as you want. Gotcha.
Oh, it'll be free on there by the end of the year, Jen says. Okay.
But yeah, $30 to watch a fucking movie is insane, man.
Well, no, because I can go to the theater for that.
Well, I can't. It gets $100 to go to the theater with my kids.
You got kids. So if you got kids, if you got a family, then it's worth it. But if it's just like for me and Kate, we weren't going to spend $30 to see a movie that we only kind of wanted to see.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like Endgame where it was like, oh fuck, I gotta see this movie. You know, Black Widow's gonna be good. I have full faith. But shit, I didn't see Ant-Man or Ant-Man and the Wasp until like 5 years after it came out.
I still haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like I started tapping out towards the end of that, man. Like I couldn't do all the spin-off movies. Like I was thinking about doing the MCU with my kids. And I'm like, well, we could probably skip Captain America. We could probably skip Winter Soldier. That whole series was kind of shit. You know, Civil War was okay.
Civil War was good. I like Civil War because it's the first time you get to see all of them together. You know, that was pretty cool. You should watch it. They have the chronological order. You can like watch them from like the first event.
It's fucking like 21 movies. It's like 21 movies.
Yeah,
it's a lot of movies.
Who do you think is going to be the next Black Panther?
I don't know. Some white guy. If you follow the Winter Soldier thing.
Oh, that's not right. You're saying because Captain America is black now, we get a white Black Panther? That's fucked up.
Well, no. Did he go? Is he black then? Because they gave it to a white guy. What are you talking about? And they became a black guy again?
Well, you said no. The guy got a special powers. His special powers was to turn black.
What?
No, I'm just joking.
I was like, we're talking about what?
The MCU is fucking crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Man, what do you think about Jackass 4?
Yeah, speaking of movies,
Jackass movie coming out, man. I'm geeked. I can't help it. I'm so fucking excited.
I'm a little stoked. I am concerned that I'm going to watch Johnny Knoxville die. like I don't think
I will pay $30 for that, obviously.
I don't think his old body is going to be able to handle it. I truly don't.
Yeah, Katie, it's going to be weird without Bam. They kicked him off from what I read because he was kind of not so great of a person. So, but I mean, Bam really wasn't a big Jackass guy. He was more of a CKY before Jackass, and then he kind of spun off to his own thing. But I'm super excited, man. That's like my kids have never seen a Jackass movie. I'm thinking about watching it with them, and I'm like, man, how many dicks are in that movie?
A lot.
I don't know if I'm gonna.
A lot. I mean, how do you explain to them that he's drinking horse cum? I mean, that's a rough conversation. What's he drinking, Dad? Milk.
See, we brought this one up too earlier, man. Without Ryan Dunn, yeah, it's gonna be weird, but I mean, shit, it's still Jackass, regardless of who's not there.
When I worked at a place when I was living in Michigan the last time, and some dude swore I looked like Ryan Dunn. I do not look like Ryan Dunn.
No,
in any way at all. And I
you
didn't
look
take it as
like
a compliment.
You look like Gustav or whatever his name is from Beauty and the Beast. Is that his name? Katie, what's that guy's fucking name? She knows. You look like a Beauty and the Beast character.
They're all like lamps and shit.
No, not the fucking lamp.
Oh, I'm about to say they're all like teapots and shit. Like,
no, what's his name? Katie, what's his name?
You look like a fucking candelabra. You look like a broom. Gustav. Who the fuck is Gustav?
Oh my god, I gotta find it.
Cogsworth. Oh man, I'm gonna get fucking roasted here, aren't I? I can feel this coming. I'm about to get roasted. Oh shit.
All right, here we go.
You look like Dustin the Viking. The clock.
Gaston, not Gustav. It's Gaston.
Who's Gaston? Do I gotta Google it? I don't feel like Googling it.
There we go. I can share it. Hold on. Share screen. But with a much weaker chin, I would say.
Motherfucker. Get off my chin.
Come on.
That's not accurate.
There we go.
Like
there we go.
Will hurt himself. When the fuck does that happen?
You don't have the chin
muscles, dude. Yeah.
I know you got the muscles. I'll give you that. But if you take half this chin away and make it a lot more feminine.
Well, look at that Jay Leno-esque chin. He's got like a solid. He's got a size 12 chin. That motherfucker could put cleats on that bitch.
Listen, we've only seen him from the front. We haven't seen him from the side. That's the problem.
That's true. From the side, it could just be straight sloped in like mine. Oh shit.
But I would say no, not Ryan Dunn. Definitely not Ryan Dunn.
No, this kid could not stop saying it, and I just didn't understand it at all. Like it just not accurate. I get people say that I look like Jack Black too, and I don't agree with that either. I just feel like
I can see it. You got to sing for me though.
No. All these people they say that I look like is insulting. It really sucks.
Bunch of fucking fat old guy.
It's like, you ever seen Babe? You look like that pig. Wow, thanks. That fucking hurts.
Good God.
They're like, you ever seen a porn? You're like that hunk of skin between the balls and anus. That's what you look like.
Like the Kate special.
Yeah. Now you look kick a poo. It's true.
I think it's all one. No spaces. That just kick a poo.
Who does Mike look like?
I don't know, man.
Mike doesn't really look like anybody.
No, I'm kind of an ugly chud.
A chud. Oh God. I
Yeah.
don't want to be a chud.
No. Definitely don't want to be a chud.
No. Give us some comments. He looks like Kyle Gass. No, he doesn't. He's got a full head of hair. Mike's got a thick mane.
I look like a 5'2" fat guy that's bald.
I know. Like,
Thanks,
not
gosh.
that
Like, I hope you get banned
hugely
from
fat.
Facebook
Kyle,
again, you son of a bitch.
Kyle is like insanely fat. Like, not even like.
And very short. Like, I'm 6'3".
He's like round. That dude's a beach ball with no hair. Like, and now I don't know if you've seen him lately, but he's got like a monster beard. That shit is like,
Really?
oh yeah, it's huge.
That's why you need to grow your beard back out so it hides your slope. That's what the fucking problem is.
I do. I shave my beard I cut it. I cut the line.
No, you need to grow the whole thing. You get a big old fucking massive beard last time. You can
Well,
save food in there.
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's not that hard to tell, but I have a white ass beard like Santa Claus. I didn't go gray up here. I fucking went white down here. So it's
Dude, every time I look in the mirror, I notice like more gray, a little more over here.
Yeah,
a little
you
more
got
over
some here. Yeah, for sure.
I got this when I got laid off. It was a layoff patch. Like I got laid off and I had a fucking gray spot.
This podcast got really weird. So I guess let's finish it up. Let's wrap it up here because
ouch, you son of a bitch.
Oh, he does kind of look like Seth Rogen. Old Seth Rogen, like the
cool.
fat one, not the skinny one.
Damn. Damn, Joel.
Dude, Sean, you're right. He does. He kind of.
Ouch.
Hey, that's great, man.
All right, it's time to end the show, guys. We're out of here.
He says, nah. No, he does.
She
Listen,
fucking hates.
If I gotta be a fucking alarm clock or whatever the fuck I am, you gotta be.
She won't even watch anything he's in. She hates his laugh so bad. I should learn it, Josh. That's a good idea.
You should
Just
learn.
irritate my wife.
All right, guys. Thanks for helping us. Next week we'll be here, but then after that we're gonna be moving. So I don't know if in a couple of weeks if I'll be around, but
live show. In person
I'll
show.
still be
This
in
is a live
Colorado
show.
for the next Friday probably, but we'll see.
Figure it out. We're out of here, guys.
Tuned. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Goodbye.